But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
Anyway, so at the end of last session, we had leveled up the crew. This leaves you guys with the choice of taking a special ability or 2 upgrades towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys thought much about what you want to do with that?
We had some discussion.
We upgrade the crew. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we chatted quite a bit in Discord about it. I think we all definitely want to take 1 level of secure on the layer, so as one of the 2 upgrades.
There we go.
We definitely want our layer to be secure.
Definitely making the layer secure.
Mm-hmm.
We get 2 upgrades.
I know. Yeah, we get 2 if we take upgrades instead of a special ability. And I know some of you were keen on quarters. I'd also be keen on one of the other training upgrades or upgrading our gear. Those are like the sort of
so
things. So
the training upgrade means we can pick a second category that's doubled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would be better to choose that sooner than later.
That's my general. That is
it
my
would have
general
a bigger
feel
impact. Yes.
So I guess here's the question: do we want to be smarter, or do we want to do more of the weird stuff, which I think is what the resolve category does?
Well,
no, that's
insight,
social. That's
resolve,
right.
and personal.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to take personal because then we can start accruing experience towards more special abilities. I think rather than just getting dots. But if you all are keen on just dotting up, then we can also just take
Well,
insight or resolve.
When we go off to do our personal training, we can only do those in the attributes, right? We can't do those in the personal.
No, you can. You can train in playbook. Yeah.
Oh, you can.
That's what personal training upgrade is that you can get 2 XP in that track.
Well, we go up in personal from playbook advancement from XP. I didn't know we could also train in playbook advancement.
You can, yes. It's called personal training.
I didn't know that. Wow.
I didn't either, actually.
Yeah, you can train in any of the 4 experience tracks once per downtime.
I would second that if we want to get our special abilities faster, we should upgrade the base to be playbook advancement. That
was definitely the way I was leaning.
I have no problem with that.
XP boosters are like real estate and sex. We should get them early and often.
That's it, right?
And then never let go of them.
Look, if we do enough crime, by the time Theta gets back, we'll have quarters anyway, and he can live in our secure lair rent-free.
Well, he can't live there because there's a difference between secure and quarters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we do enough crime before he gets back, we can get quarters anyway.
Right. So I think we should get quarters later, but let's get secure now because I mean we are smugglers. It makes sense that I'm waiting for someone to pay us to sit on something hot for a while.
Yeah.
Or we haven't tried to get anything through customs or tax collections yet.
Right, and we got the key to literally the custom lockup, so as soon as anything happens, it's just we can just yoink it whenever we want.
Oh yeah, we should look into see if there's anything worth yoinking.
I guess that's a question if that's where we want to start off for today. But how about leading us into it?
Yeah.
Right, should we do introductions of everyone since we kind of
let's do that.
Sure.
It is Twitch.
Who's gonna go first? I guess I'll go first. Hey everybody, I'm playing Edward Rockwood III, also known as Bishop. He is a ex-noble who is now down on his luck and trying to run a smuggling ring, hopefully to get back at those who have taken over his country.
Alright, Muffin.
Yeah, hi, I'm Muffin Manifesto. I'm a voice actor. You can find me on Twitter at Muffin Manifesto or on my website, jamie-collette.com. I play Alston Haig, or Grit, who's Edward's bodyguard and employee, and is a local of the city, a little bit down on his luck at the moment.
Down on you. I'll show you down on your luck.
I'll make you down.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Pariso, and emigre to this wonderful city. I'm from the long fire blasted wastes of Tycheros, and I am a lurker. And it's I'm a professional criminal, and I'm here to do crime.
Crime and crime-related accessories.
Crime and crime-related, yeah.
And I'm Matthew. I am running the game as the storyteller in Duskwall, and we were going to jump into the Teeth and their continuing story. So last time you guys managed to move a ash bear successfully.
Yes!
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but we found a tannery.
That's right.
I'm this much closer to my human skin gown.
Cuddly little thing that bear was.
I imagine that if it's a fire-breathing bear, I imagine that its fur is also fireproof, which would explain why you would want to skin it.
So if we smuggle in about 4 more of those, we'll have enough fire equipment to continue doing so. Wonderful.
We could have an ash bear rug. I would never have to worry about the prostitutes ashing on it by accident ever again.
Far fewer bears are needed for that, at the very least.
No, you need at least one.
Well,
I guess that's fewer than 4. I like how you think. Like, let's go straight to 4. Yeah, that's what we want. Like, one bear would not enough. Let's get 4.
yeah, we could definitely pull this off 5 times in a row. This is just going to be our lot in life now.
I appreciate how your enthusiasm is untempered by logic or reason.
But I believe last time we already went through our downtime, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Then I think that just leaves our uptime in finding our next job. And I believe, Pariso, well, I have this key, and you like things. Do you want to get a bunch of things?
It's the key to the customs office?
It is. Or, well, to the lockup.
I'll do you one better. I know someone who works for the city. Good old Petra. I'll go buy them a nice lunch and see if I can get them to spill any dirt to see if there's anything good coming through the customs office that's even worth pinching.
All right, fair enough. If you can go ahead and see what's up, I'll go ahead and wait here. I'll have a nice little breakfast.
All right, Percio, where do you meet Petra usually?
Like I said, I would go meet them for lunch. I would get dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, to make this meeting go better, and because Petra is my city contact, just because I know that they're into really freaky stuff and can use that for blackmail, that doesn't mean we're not friends. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and take them to lunch in a very nice establishment. I'd like to spend some coin.
All right.
Oh, you just push the button. No, it's really neat. Okay, so I'd like to spend 1 coin and take Petra out for a very nice lunch and tell them, hey, if you hear anything coming through or anything like that, especially if it's in the customs office, just let me know. In other words, chat them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something I should roll for that?
Well, we'll just do the scene quickly and we'll go from there.
Okay.
You're basically looking for information from them, right?
Yeah, hey, house tricks, anything like, illicit and contraband that, small enough to fit in either a satchel or maybe a boat coming through, the casual talk. We'll go to the nice, reputable, do they have opium bars here? What do people do here?
Well, that can change on the week depending on what city council is outlawed and not.
Ooh, do they have electrostimulation?
Quite possibly. And it's not like you have to follow the law with your current profession.
Well, I'm not sure what Petra's into. I just have them listed as a friend, and they would be friends with me because I'm weird.
All right, that's fair enough.
I'm a thrill seeker. I seek the thrills.
So, Petra, is it a male or female?
I don't know.
All right.
That name, all that name means is stone. It's like Pierre.
Yep, that's why I'm asking you.
I assume that. Well, I didn't know if I get to make this up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were. Petra would have to be. Oh, geez, one on my head. Who's that guy from? Not Jeffrey Combs. The other one, the one from Willard, who played Michael J. Fox's dad in Back to the Future.
Okay.
Who's that actor? Come on, guys, help me out. You're
No idea.
nerds.
Yeah, I
my
know who you
memory's kind of
mean.
low.
I can't believe my mind blanked on this. The entire chat, like the people watching us later, are going to be screaming at the screen.
Oh, probably, but that's half the fun.
It's their favorite trivia game. Identify the thing that Rafferty's
You
talking
mean
about.
the dad when he was younger or the dad when he was older?
That he plays in both. It's okay.
So I
The
think it's
actor.
Crispin Glover who plays the younger.
Crispin Glover. Thank you. That's exactly who I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he'd be played by Crispin Glover. You know, that kind of person who's teasing themselves, has got the Bartleby the Scrivener type attitude, and of course is a super freak.
Mm-hmm.
But can't let anyone know it, because apparently, are they anti-freak in this town?
Well, the main church of the state is the... Oh, what's exactly their name?
The Church
Yeah,
of the
church.
Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like they're pretty freaky.
yeah.
So I guess being into freaky stuff isn't like, you know, apparently you can't be morally shamed for living in the city.
Not by
Doing
the
any
church.
freaky stuff with ghosts is generally
Mm.
looked
Yeah,
on
ghosts
well.
are bad. Ghosts are bad.
Yeah, but that's just like
Demons
the
are bad.
line. right there. That's just that's unhealthy stuff. I mean, I guess vice is not a crime in this city. People just do drugs
no.
and weird.
Not at all.
What's the point of being weird then? It's not weird if everyone else is doing it.
Weird is dealing with the arcane, like ghosts, demons, mystical artifacts, things that are banned.
What about addicted? Well, why would you collect mysterious artifacts? Just to look at them?
Presumably, they do nasty and powerful things.
The whole magic is real thing in the setting.
Because why? I'm trying to figure. Like, if you would, why do you commit? You commit crime to get money. What do you do with the money?
Try and move up in the world. Try and bank enough in your vault that when you retire, you're not living on the streets.
Then I assume Petra is just embezzling.
All right.
Yeah, and like general drugs and stuff are still like illegal in the sense that, you know, for anyone who's not a noble, they're illegal.
Yeah, if you don't have money, a lot of shit's illegal. But once, you know, coin starts hitting the table.
Right. So Petra is just embezzling and probably to support some sort of weird drug habit and other things that I don't want to get any freakier because this is a stream that other people are watching.
100%.
That's the weird part about crime. Doesn't matter. Petra needs money. I need money.
Yeah.
I'll pay them a bonus if they can score something. So I'll take them to lunch, catch up with them, ask them how things are doing. Not a lot because I really don't care.
You meet them in Brightstone, probably at a local drug den. Probably not legal, but, you know, coin changes that. And you meet up with them. They ask how you've been, and you go through the small talk. And basically you're looking for any rumors that he would know that is not public knowledge yet.
Yeah, anything that, you know, might be or anything, you know, that we might lift, because once again I will pay them a cut, you know, if they can tip us off.
Well, they know that a group called the Lost have caused a lot of problems in Coleridge for a lot of more upscale citizens right now. So the Railjacks have kind of put any hold on anything addressed to them coming into the city. Now, they've needed a lot of equipment recently, so there's probably a lot of that locked up there somewhere. And the Railjacks aren't going to be...
What were the Lost doing? Are they just rioters?
They claim to be vigilantes, sticking up for the citizens of Coleridge and the less fortunate, and, you know, that kind of crap.
Explosives. Yeah, I'm down. So you think that the loss had a bunch of equipment seized recently, contraband, and stocked up somewhere.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So that means there's a place that has more stuff than they should and isn't very well guarded. Okay, sure. If I can get some of this, I know lots of people who want stuff like that. Yeah, if you can tell me where that is and give me the details, I'll give you a cut.
Yeah, I will have a letter sent to you as soon as I can figure out where the Railjacks are keeping it, because there's a little much for that little storage shed they keep out front.
Okay, we don't actually. There's a perk for secure. Okay, I guess secure might include clandestine. Yeah, no. Here's a drop place. You can go ahead and drop a message that we can retrieve it, and I'm sure it's secure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Petra, I like you. You're not like the other people here in this dismal city.
What makes you say that?
Well, you've got unusual tastes, and your own sensibilities are elevated, where you appreciate things. Look at all of these people, just zombies wandering around, their eyes glazed over, thinking of how much they hate toiling at their work, and then when they get home, thinking how much they toil their spouses. You have appetites that are greater than this. Your destiny is written in larger letters.
Absolutely. And they take another puff of whatever they're taking today.
Yeah. More wine. Fills up his glass. Since I paid for this dinner, I paid for this lunch, I'll finish it, and then, if you excuse me, I think I left a child in a cage somewhere. I need to go fix that.
They let a bit of laugh as you head off.
All right, nothing to do but wait for the drop then. So, that's what I did, guys. I found a new caper.
Yeah. Is anyone else looking for stuff to get done in the city? And if so, how are you going about it?
Well, Priso, we did learn about a new lockup. Do we still want to go to the other one and just grab what we can while we're here? We already paid for the fallout, it seems, according to the clock.
Oh, that's just a reminder of where you are with them.
Oh, okay. I thought you automatically did it as soon as we started mentioning taking more stuff.
No, that's where we were up
You haven't
to.
done anything. You haven't done anything yet.
I don't mind hauling some boxes for you, boss.
Well, let's go ahead and make a party out of it real quick, then. So what do you say we all go visit the lockup, grab some fun-looking things, and while we wait for the drop, see what we got.
Okay, so by lockup, you mean we have a storage facility?
We have the key to where all the contraband gets locked up.
Yeah,
Any
but we don't.
contraband small enough not to fit in a warehouse is in this little shack they have, and you guys got a key in the first mission.
Yeah, but isn't that? I would think that would be inventoried. So if it's missing and they come back looking for it later, they'll know it was stolen.
Sure, but they don't know who stole it.
And if I understand correctly, is that clock have 3 slices in it because that's our level of heat?
No, this clock is when this clock fills, you'll lose a point with the faction of the Railjacks.
Right.
Yeah,
Last time we were harassing them.
Yeah, we sort of harassed a bunch of Railjacks trying to find out some information.
We did. So where's our heat? I thought we had a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's on.
Your heat is
that's
at
on
1.
Our, yeah. Because we lowered it during our downtime. That's on our crew page. That's
we've been trying to keep on top of it.
Yeah, let's fill some. Because I'm looking at the crew sheet. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Oh, we only have 1 tick. Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go steal some contraband. Nothing.
All right, so you guys are waiting until dark and making your way out there, and the Railjacks have some habits of leaving certain doors not unlocked for people above your station who bribe them, but you guys have gotten the habit of slipping in pretty unobtrusively. And when you get to the shack that you guys are all familiar with, you can see a guy looking at the lock, playing with it, trying to get it open. He's looking nervous, looking around.
Or you? What you doing?
Kind of jumps up. Nothing. Who are you?
Railyard security. Move along.
And he makes a run for it.
I just like look back at the party and grin. Like in the dark light of the electric barrier, the teeth are like glowing blue almost.
I wonder if we should have roughed him up on GPs. The railway is our turf.
We could have tried to use him as our fall guy and just blame him for all the missing things, but well, too late for that. He's gone.
How good of a
you
job?
saw the way he scrambled away. If anybody spots him, they'll probably pin it on him anyway.
Good point.
Actually, that's pretty good. How I'm gonna check the lock. How did he deface the lock at all when he was trying to pick it?
You've seen people do better jobs. He made a little bit of progress, but now his tools are dropped. The outside's scratched, so it looks like someone's been trying to pick the lock.
Ooh, he dropped his tools. I'm gonna pick his tools back up and start scraping and massacre. Drop. Okay, give me the key.
Or maybe once we've
Great.
pinched some stuff, we could go and spread some rumors about the suspicious folk we saw around.
All this
we
really
were
means
on
is that we'll have less and less time to use this key. They'll change the lock after this. Or eventually.
Oh well, might as well then. Let's go ahead and get some good stuff while we're here. Is anyone hear a monger? Does anyone hear monger rumors?
Not quite. I talk to people, but
I think sway is probably the skill of monging rumors.
Yeah,
So
somewhere either sway or consort. Like consort is about
consort would
spending
work.
spending time with your connections and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just
which
going to
is
look at
something-
these two guys because it's like, do either of you guys have consort or sway?
of course
I have a dot in consort. But
Oh,
I
there
think
you go.
Griff
Yeah,
probably has
okay.
more.
Sure. Well, if we make some money too, we could also spend. Well, yeah, the key's not going to be any good after this, so let's unlock it. And let's just grab everything and go.
Okay. So, I think we'll do what we did basically last time, which was, take a look around, check it against, like, the labels that are around here, and see what's valuable.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which I think
So
is, like,
who's got...
between survey and study.
Yeah, who's got...
I think it'd be a survey mostly.
Not Bishop. Jamie, do you have survey or study?
I have a dot in survey. I also I was gonna maybe stay on lookout though because
I was just thinking, you stay here, we'll go inside.
Okay.
yeah, because I get extra effect when I survey for possible threats.
Alright,
Oh,
great.
perfect.
So you stay
You
there,
stay
Priest
here.
and I will deal with this.
Yeah, we'll go inside.
Alright.
I brought the
All
big bag.
If you need help carrying, just let me know. But for now,
We
I'll
will.
keep an eye out.
I mean, Bishop, did you bring the good bag?
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't know.
Solid burlap. Double layer.
Double stitched? Okay. All right, we'll go inside. You pass.
All right. So if you two want to give me a group survey, you're looking for anything that the most valuable things to pack away.
How's your survey, Bishop?
2 dots.
I will assist you.
Wonderful.
So when I assist, I just take stress points?
If you can assist to help him push his higher, or if you do a group, you would all roll, and he'd take stress for each person that failed.
Oh, okay, let's all roll.
Depending on how you want to do it.
Okay.
All right, so it is, what kind of roll?
So it's a survey roll. Bishop's going to lead. So if either of you,
Is it risky, controlled, or
get-
desperate?
it's going to be controlled. No one knows you're here.
Controlled and standard.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, I made a roll.
Yeah.
So 4 is the highest so far. So if Bishop rolls higher, we take a higher number. But right now we're at a 4.
Do you want?
I do worse.
Yes!
All right.
So 4 or 5 is problematic success, right?
Yeah, but it's controlled, so it's a lesser extent. So all I'm going to do is take one more with the Railjacks being annoyed in general.
Well, I'd like to spend some of my equipment, if I can.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and check off arcane implements. I went ahead and brought, my best ghost wire, a dowsing rod, and one of those crystals on a string, so we could go ahead and examine the stuff and see if any of it gives off any supernatural stuff.
Okay, well, that's not going to reduce the fallout, but that would increase the effect of the thing. We'd usually
Okay.
declare that beforehand, but that's okay.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
are we
would
gonna-
say how heavy you are, and then you take off stuff when you go.
You do, but this is an actual job right now. This is the lead up to a job.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, I'll check that. Sorry.
So you guys are raiding this thing. You've come across a couple items that look decent enough, and you fill the bag to the brim. Some of the stuff that's more locked up, usually more valuable, so you probably grab that. Anything that opens up and looks pricey, you grab that.
Since we're already making this look like a B&E, yeah, I'm not gonna be tidy about it. We'll try to keep fingerprints and sweat to a minimum, but I'll just crowbar stuff open.
Yeah. So, Grit. You're sitting there, and normally this area is quiet at night. Like the Railjacks work at a different spot down at the station. They don't watch the shack too closely. You can see a couple people in work overalls making their way towards this shack.
Cool. What are they? Is there like a Railjack uniform, and do they look like that, or are they sort of generic?
They are dressed like Railjacks. It's too far to see if they have the right pin, but they definitely are dressed like workers from the rail station.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason they come out here would be to bring boxes and that, but two of these guys are carrying a wrench, and the other one's got a lantern with them, and they don't look happy.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and so I think Grit's like one step removed. He's not literally leaning on the door, but he's like on the fence outside the door, just smoking a cigarette. And as these lads approach, they probably see the glow of the cigarette in the dark. And he said, and he'll just say, "Awfully nice night for a stroll, ain't it, lads?"
Yeah, we gotta check the locker. Excuse us.
Just before you do, and I don't know if there's what the role for this is. I want to work out whether I recognize these guys as actual Railjacks or whether they're pretending to be. Given that we've already seen someone trying to break in here tonight,
yeah,
this feels like it's a crew job. And
as you look closer, they definitely look like Railjacks, and you recognize one of them you've seen around. You haven't spoken to him, but he's been there when you guys have gone during the day.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance he may recognize you as well.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about that at this point.
But yeah, these look like the Railjacks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I say, I was out here for my nightly ablutions, and I happened to notice a suspicious figure just around here. He ran off that direction. Maybe we should go investigate.
Give me a sway.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. Yeah, I don't think I can sell you on consort here. I guess it's this way. All right. I will certainly push myself so that I have at least a dice here. What's my position and effect?
Your position is risky, and your effect's going to be standard because you're still in good with the Railjacks, so they might believe you, but they seem to be coming here with purpose.
All right, I'm going to push myself for a dice. Could either of you offer assistance in any meaningful way here?
I think we're too busy inside.
Could be assistance doesn't have to be in the moment as such. It could be something you've prepared me with, or
it could be a flashback or something. Yeah. If anyone's got an idea,
you do.
I'm just worried about this one
hands.
My advice would be to avoid people as much as possible. I don't have any sway.
Yeah.
Just hold up the lockpicks to them and go, I saw someone with this stuff and they went that away.
I mean, there are the lockpicks, yeah. But
yeah, I mean, if either of you wants to take a stress for the assist, I could definitely hold up the tools and say, they dropped these strange tools behind them. No idea what they do.
I'll take a stress for it.
All right, that brings us to 2 dice total.
That gives me some dice. Let's give it a go, shall we? There's the 6.
All right, so they take a look at the tools. They look at the direction you're going, and they go from a slow walk a slow, angry walk to a chase in the direction that you pointed the guy out.
Yeah. I mean, I did kind of tell them I'd go with them, so I guess I'm going with them.
Oh, yeah. All right. So Grits,
it's some sort of like signal of coughs. I might give that to the crew inside. Like,
well,
right, so
you
guys...
look out in the door, so you might knock on the door before you go or something, or bump the door.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But I think Grit's plan is to sort of get lost in this chase. Let them keep going, but sort of get lost and double back.
Perfect.
All right, so Grit has got you at least a couple minutes.
That only gets us a couple minutes. Grab everything and let's get out of here.
It could be hours. How fast do you guys want to work after the Railjacks almost got you? What's that?
Is the bag full?
You can fill it up quickly. Like right before, you were kind of piecing through, picking what you want, putting it in the bag. Now they're under pressure.
We like I said, we'll go. You said the locked up stuff is nicer, and I agreed. So yeah, just crowbar it, grab nice stuff. Make sure it's packed nicely so none of it breaks, because contraband can be in. Contraband's contraband for a reason. We don't want to mix the ammonia and bleach or ghost powder or whatever this crap is.
I wouldn't breathe it in anyway, but yes, we should probably get out of here as quickly as we can now.
All right. I'll go look outside. Is the coast clear, as they're fond of saying?
It seems to be.
All right. Night vision goggles. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, and I follow Paris's lead.
All right. So do you guys... I assume you guys are sneaking back, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I left the prowl. Yeah, prowl. All right. I'm going to make a prowl. Is it risky, controlled, or desperate?
It is controlled.
All right.
There's not a lot of fallout if you screw up.
Controlled, standard.
Okay, and I believe we're each rolling, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that crappy roll.
Let's do it. Hey, crappy roll.
Who's the highest? All right.
Highest of the 3.
So you're in a controlled situation. You don't make it all the way back to your lair. It's not the blue coach run into, it's the guy who was at the door earlier, who kind of stops you.
What do you want?
Hey, I got some coin if you got something I need from there. There was something in there I needed.
What is it you needed?
It's like a little blue key.
Did we find a blue key?
You grabbed a lot of boxes, so maybe?
Well, I mean, we were stuffing in there. I mean, I'm going to look at, I'll look at, Bishop here. It's like, do you remember a blue key?
I don't. Tell you what, if you have the coin on you.
Not all of it. How much do you need?
Well, if you can say that you haven't any at all, then you can come with us, and we'll go ahead and search through what we have when we get somewhere safe. Come with us.
Okay.
We'll make a deal.
You're gonna wait. I'm gonna elbow Bishop. You're not gonna take him up to this place, are you?
It's not exactly a secret. Besides, he's as much of a criminal as we are, and if we pay him off, then it's a good deal. He has no incentive.
He's as much of a criminal as we are. I don't trust him. All right. Crumble.
Well, I trust you. Well, a little bit.
I have no reply to that. Let's go ahead and take him back to the safe place. Then I guess we'll put out the nice tarp and start putting all this stuff on it and organizing it into piles.
This one doesn't even have the coffee stains on it.
Yes, those were coffee stains.
So some of the stuff is stuff that's was illegal years ago, is long since been legalized, and is worth almost nothing. Some of the stuff is high-end stuff, but there's only a little bit of it. So all in all, there's quite the haul there. You're not spotting the blue key, though.
Is the stuff dusty?
It might be. Some of it might have been. Some of it might have been buried under other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it might have been there for a while. We probably would have grabbed the more recent stuff. Okay, I need Bishop, I need you to be distracting.
Oh, of course. I could just go ahead and talk with my friend. So what's the deal with this blue key? Not to pry too much, you see, but of course, if it's something dangerous, you see, we're experts in, dangerous magical things, of course. So if you could describe more elaborately to me in a very time-consuming manner, I'm sure we could help you out in any possible way.
I don't think it's magic. There's a crate that came in that, well, the key was supposed to come with it and it didn't, and we're trying to get into it. But it's also we need the right key because the key that goes with this goes for a lock on a door to a warehouse that we're supposed to get more of this stuff from. And yeah, the Railjack said it was taking it for contraband until the blue coats got there. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. We could work out something if you guys got it.
While Bishop is being distracted, I'm going to go paint the key to the contraband locker blue.
All right.
And then fast dry it. I believe that would be a tinker roll, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I'd like to push myself on this roll because this is too good to pass up.
Absolutely.
How much stress is pushing?
2.
2 stress. Okay, that's tinker. Is this risky, controlled, or desperate?
This is controlled.
Controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And is this standard, limited, great, extreme?
Standard. It's either going to work or it's not.
Okay, and pushing is how many bonus dice?
Push gives you 1 bonus die.
1 bonus die. Woohoo!
All right, so it is convincing. It's a blue key. So you come out.
Okay, yeah. Listen, buddy. All right. Wait. We have a lot of keys. Wouldn't have to be this one, would it?
And he looks at it and he looks it over. It might be. That's definitely blue.
You said you had coin.
I do, and he starts going through a bag. It looks heavy, but a lot of it's silver and copper. And as he's counting out everything he's got, it adds up to about 1 coin.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's small denominations.
Does he have any nice clothes on?
No.
What? Not even. Does he have any unpleasant clothes on?
Probably. He looks.
This is almost enough to cover it, but I can't help but notice that you've got rare make of shoes there. Well, take it for the money and your shoes.
Okay. And he takes off his boots and puts them down.
At this point, I think you're just doing it for fun, Pariso.
Shut up.
Still, this ought to be the key, and we'll accept the payment. And of course, if there's any future jobs you might be willing to throw our way, we'll happily take more coin.
Yeah, well, after I get back to the crew, I'll see what we can do.
I hope this is the key you're looking for. Next time you remember whose railway this is.
All right, off he goes. So, Grit, you headed off with these people. You guys been searching alleyways near the Railjacks.
Guess that goes into the group key pile. There we go.
Are you just following them around for the night, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a point in which a chase becomes a canvas or whatever, and then it's like, well, these people know me as a local friend, but do they really want me in their business as such? You know?
So for about 30 minutes, you're helping them out, looking this way and that way. The trail has gone cold. Give me just a quick consort. It's controlled. It's standard effect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like that moment where he's just like, what even was that place that you were going to? He's just trying to...
Yeah. Asking too many questions. They're going, maybe you should move on.
Yeah. Control standard.
Mm-hmm.
Do I push myself even though it will give me trauma?
There's always a devil's bargain.
Yeah, what kind of devil's bargain have you got for me, Matthew?
The people that kid was working for, we'll know that you guys interfered with him getting what he needed.
I mean, that feels like it might just happen anyway, given these two took him back to the lair. Yeah, sure.
So,
Let's take.
they're going to know you're the ones that chased him off.
Right.
All right, you can do that instead of pushing yourself. That gives you a bonus die.
I mean, I need to get rid of this stress somehow, and pushing myself into trauma doesn't sound that bad.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll push myself instead.
All right.
And I think this is the literal exertion of we've been running around this rail yard for the last hour, and now it's just is this really that important? What was he trying to break into, etc. Doesn't go well.
All right. So they basically tell you, it's not important. Just go home. This didn't tick up, but it didn't tick down with that roll.
I think that's okay for me.
All right, so your stress drops to 0.
Yeah.
And
I think
you take a
Grit, an hour and a half later, just wanders into the lair, drenched in sweat, and just falls into a couch or whatever that we have laid out. It's just oh, that was more excitement than I was ready for this evening.
What did you do, Grit? I mean, we got the signal, so things went perfectly fine, but did you just run halfway across the city or something?
Yeah,
Terrible.
couple Railjacks. I was about to interrupt your little search, buddy, and so I led him on a little runabout after that fellow we saw tampering with the locks.
Oh, we ran by him again, by the way. Someone off the
really?
lockup key, actually.
Yeah. Apparently he's a size 9.
I just see the boots. And what did he want?
Well, he wanted some sort of blue key, which was supposedly in there, but, well, we happen to have a key, and it just happened to be blue, and so we've made a little bit of money off of him.
I look at Parissa and I'm like, you scammed him.
Wow, he got it fast. And you said he was as dumb as he looked, I say.
That's strong language, Grit. We just made a hard bargain, that's all.
No, well done. No, I think it's a job well done.
He said it was a blue key in a crate. We didn't see a crate or a blue key in there, did we?
No.
No, because we saw a crate, we would have gone for that.
Mm-hmm. No, a crate wouldn't fit in there.
In fact, this place, from what I'm gathering, some of the stuff was in there for a long time. Was already starting to get mold and stuff.
Right.
So this is kind of the dead letter office where stuff goes to die.
And Parissa, you did mention earlier that your friend suggested that there's actually a lockup for larger items. Undoubtedly, that's probably where a larger chest would be, rather than these tiny packages we keep having to pilfer.
That was for agitators, so it's probably weapons, combustibles, and other dangerous items. I'm thinking this stuff here, if it were dangerous, they wouldn't have just dropped it in the railway somewhere. If the explosive sniffing dogs, which they better have explosive sniffing dogs, didn't bark at it, they probably just threw it here. So this is going to be petty stuff. I'm hoping we might find something that's a weird curio or something that people didn't have value. The professor would know more.
Right, and I assume from the description given earlier, there's not enough in here for a coin of value, correct?
There's about 2 coins worth of stuff once you hawk it all, but it's nothing super amazing.
Nothing fancy or interesting, essentially. That's fair.
Well, okay.
We still made
so
3 coins off of this, everybody. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, 1 coin for you and 1 coin for Muffin.
Yeah, I guess a coin for each of us, then. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, I'll just keep the coin. And I guess we need to divvy up the boots.
What, do you want to take one and I'll take the...
mate.
You take the left, I'll take the right?
Done.
Good, and then I just throw it away in my locker and close it. I'll never see it again.
The fool. I already know the combination.
It's a good thing I don't own possessions.
Hey, Dead Man's boots are useful for stuff.
Well,
we
he's got to
still
die
need to-
first.
Everyone dies.
So, Priest, we're still waiting on that drop, aren't we? Did your friend say tonight, or are we going to be waiting even longer?
We go. Well, we have henchmen, right? Or do
Mhm.
we? No,
Yeah.
our henchmen are just the boatmen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we need the boatman.
Yeah, we don't actually have a gang, so yeah, I gotta go check the drop myself. Well, I mean, yeah, we just go on
no,
our.
you have the icebreakers. They are an actual consort group. You have a gang.
Oh yeah, but they're mostly on the boat stuff. I'll check the drop myself. I have nothing else going on.
Mhm. All right, so you check the drop, and they tell
Yeah.
you where this stuff is being stored.
I mean, usually like a drop is like a loose brick in a wall.
Yeah.
Or, place where you just
Yeah,
go
and it's
there.
just a simple note. You have the address and where the warehouse is, and Petro thinks it's weapons.
Right. I mean, it's contraband. We know it's contraband seized from the Lost. The Lost's goal are why do they call themselves the Lost?
They are staying up for the people who've been forgotten and lost by the nobility.
Right. They're well.
I wish I could forget about them.
So right. So they might have had contraband seditionist type stuff. We don't know what it is. We just know it was important enough that they impounded it. So could be conventional weapons like swords and stuff. So who cares? Could be something good. It's being stored someplace in the city. I'll get the map.
Mhm.
I hate folding these things up.
Yeah.
And
zippers.
look to see where it is on the map. So let me go ahead and get all this character sheet crap out of my face.
Yeah. Part 1 is
Yep.
where it is now. Part 2 is where it's going, and Part 3 is how much they say that we're going to get paid for it.
Well, we don't know how much we're going to get paid because we don't know
No,
what it is.
you don't have a buyer yet.
Not only do we not
True.
have a buyer, it might not actually be something we could sell. Like if it's pipe bombs, no one's going to buy, improvised explosives off of you.
I mean, the Lost will buy it.
Well,
They'll
but
purchase our services in
Priso,
attaining it for them.
yeah,
If I might take a guess, what if the kid was in fact attempting to recover these things for the Lost, and in fact may in fact have been a part of them? We're trying to beat them to the chase so that we can sell them back their equipment.
well,
Why
if you
don't
We're
I
on
just
a
go and
timer, I
talk to
think.
them?
No, we don't need to talk to him because I don't think he's relevant. If he was part of the Lost, he was pretty dumb thinking they would
No,
store it.
not him. To them, the Lost. They operate where I live. I can.
The Lost would conceivably be a buyer, but first of all, I'm going to be level with you guys. I'm not in this mission to sell this crap. I'm in this mission to use this crap.
What do you
That's
want to
fair.
blow up?
Well, when are you kidding? There's all kinds of other larger armories or vaults or other forbidden stuff that we could get into.
I'm going to admit, right
That's
now we're
true.
running a bit of a ramshackle operation. It'd be nice if we had a little bit more force of persuasion behind us.
Yeah, weapons would be awesome.
If the opportunity has to present itself, where either they are going to greatly dislike us, and we have to sell it back, or we keep it, we'll think about it then. But in the meanwhile, maybe we can try to get it first.
Just think, we'll finally be able to blow up Kellis Manor.
They did say something very untoward to one of my friends once. I'll have to return the favor.
See, we're already a unified front. Wait, you hate Kellis too?
Of course.
God damn, Rosalind Kellis.
They're so hateable. All right.
Perfect.
So, let's go over the information.
Yeah. Where's the? I'm looking at the map. Where is this spot?
Oh, it's all
Way
the way
at
at the
bottom.
bottom now, I see.
All the way on the bottom.
Yep, across
see
the
the gap
rail
in-
yard over to here.
Oh wow, the other. Wow, that's almost in our backyard, isn't it? Aren't we up here?
Where this little red dot right here.
Okay, we're just outside the railway station. Okay, well this is
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where the layer is. Where you live is probably somewhere different at this point.
okay.
Yeah, that's where the lair is.
Yeah, we can kind of like wiggle around here.
Oh, even better. We could check the train schedule, and if we can try to get it onto a train. Because this is the railway yard, so trains would stop here.
Where do you want to get it on a train to? We don't want it to leave the city.
To here.
Oh, this is just one train.
Oh, did I accidentally delete
There
that when I
aren't
deleted my
multiple
arrow?
stops there.
Well, no, there's no stop
to
here.
be
But if
fair, I
push
think we're
hard.
moving into an actual caper. And this looks like you guys are planning to possibly rob this warehouse, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's
full
the
of
plan.
it's a warehouse full
Right.
of heavy contraband. I think that sounds like a caper to me.
Now, I don't think this is your normal transport caper because you're not going in, picking up stuff, taking a route, and so on. I think
No,
this
is
falls...
different.
Yeah, this is going to be something different. How are you guys going about this?
Well, like I've suggested, if we could get like a push cart or something like that and study the train schedule, we might be able to haul it out of here, put it onto our car or smaller thing like that, and then use the railway passages to get it to here. Do we have a tip-off on how heavy it was? Like, how much of it was there?
You know it's at least crates worth.
How many crates? 1 or 5?
More than one. But
More than one, but
the
less
transport
than 5.
is not the issue here for the big part of the thing. You're either going to have to break in, find a way in, or literally attack the place if you want to get in there. So
Well-
it's a different kind of caper.
But we also have to take it away once we're done. That's why I need to know how much of it there is. I mean, do we need the boat?
You might.
It might actually be easier. There's water right here.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's the bridge. What the crummy heck is the crucible? Is that a forge?
The Crucible is a faction,
Where,
Oh, great.
I think. Maybe I'm thinking of it
whereabouts is this? Where did you find the crucible?
They're on the map. There's
Where
this
about?
right across the river is this
Oh.
this
Oh,
unregulated-
yeah.
clearly labeled the crucible.
fair.
In Coleridge.
I
Oh.
may be wrong, but I think it's a work camp.
Yeah,
Oh,
It has
okay.
a fence around it and everything.
that's what it looks
Okay,
like.
so it's a prison. Why would they name it after? Oh, never mind. I assume it's probably a factory with lots of forges because Crucible is a place where you burn hot stuff.
Makes sense.
Okay, I have to assume that there are no docks along this cliff here. Otherwise, people are dodging taxes all day long by just throwing stuff off the train
Yeah, for sure.
into the water. In fact, earlier when I joked that there were no barbed wire or spikes to get into the rich people's place because it didn't look nice, this is the industrial district, so I'm guessing there's like fences and crap along here.
But in fairness, you guys are smugglers. And with the type of caper, the main focus of the caper is getting the stuff, less the transport for this one. So you don't need to worry about your route. As long as everything
Yeah,
else...
we don't
goes
need to
okay.
worry about, but we do need to worry about getting into this building and getting the stuff out to the boat. The boat getting back to the lair, we're not so worried about in this.
Yeah, how
particular
tall is this
case.
cliff?
Which cliff?
This one.
Leading down into the trade water canal.
Maybe 10 feet.
Okay, so we'd somehow have to get crates from up here, drop them 1 story into the boat. Now, I think we have a good crew, but we'd have to somehow get the crates from up here down to the boat. And I'm guessing we don't have a crane on the boat that can lift this high.
I thought we... Oh, right. We did establish the boat didn't have a crane because it's an icebreaker.
It's an icebreaker. We could put a crane on it, but we don't have one. It's an icebreaker. It's designed to...
Well, we could either borrow a crane and jerry rig it, or we've come up with another solution.
Because we could lower... And also, it's contraband, which means it might be explosives, which means you don't just hurl this crap willy-nilly.
Right, and I think it's been
That's a good
mentioned,
point.
like, the hardest part is going to be breaking into it in the first place. It's probably a secure vault of some type, probably reinforced with a bit of metal.
Right. Well,
At least.
Yeah, that. I mean, the thing I'm most worried about is the job should be profitable. It doesn't matter if we can pull it off or not. If we pull it off and get stuff that's not worth what we spent getting it, then it's a lose. We're criminals.
I'll be right
Fair,
back
if you're
one
not-
moment while you discuss.
We can always move to a different job if you guys want to wait on this.
Well,
All you have right now is information that there's stuff there.
I'm thinking it's. I'm going to go back to the plan where if we could get some kind of vehicle or push cart on the rails, because somebody drew the orange line there. I think it would make, even though we might be able to get it from here down to the boat, we could try lowering it with ropes. Because Jamie's pretty big. Grit's pretty big. And I don't know why you guys have these weird names down here. Because they don't match your characters.
Yeah, I can change that.
Muffin, what's your character's name again?
Grit, yeah.
Yeah, you are Grit. Okay, Grit's pretty big. And so in theory, we could lower it down rope by rope. If there's only 2 or 3 of them, we might be able to do that pretty quickly. And we have a good crew on the boat. So, I trust them to be able to receive the packages. The other plan of getting some sort of vehicle and keeping it on the rails is a couple complications. We'd have to get the vehicle, and then we'd have to make sure that we move on the rails without getting spotted and without interfering with the train schedule. And that doesn't seem worth it for this. I think you're right. I think the boat's a better bet. So get the boat to here, and we don't necessarily have to land here and climb up this wall and get in. We could sneak into the station somewhere else and sneak to here and have the boat rendezvous with us, which I think makes more sense.
We can just have the lads idle there in the trade water.
Yeah. But just a reminder again, with the planning stage, all you're doing is figuring out what kind of planning you're doing and that thing. So since it's not transport, you don't have to worry about the route. Yeah. Once you get the stuff out and get it to wherever the pickup is, it assumes the rest of it is solved. It's the focus is on what kind of heist it is.
Okay.
Give us our options real quick then. Give us the rundown.
So the types of heists are, there's assault, which you're trying to figure out who you're attacking and where. Occult, which the main focus is getting the arcane power for it. Deception, so trying to lie your way through to get to the stuff and get it out, which you would have to find what method you're going to. Social, where you're trying to do something socially or change something on more of a noble structure, which you'd have to go through a connection. Stealth, where you tell me where the break-in point is. And transport, which is where you determine the route. This is less a transport mission, since the big thing is just getting it out of that warehouse.
Well, the sad part is, I would be leaning on assault because I think Grit and I are very assaulting people.
So just smash in, grab the stuff, get out.
Is this an appropriate time to gather some information on this warehouse? Like maybe go and survey the place, and because if there's 20 guards, I don't like our odds. If there's 5, maybe we're all right.
Yeah, we need to gather some intel. I mean, do we know anything about this before we even go look?
All you know is there's crates.
All right. Yeah. So let's do the intel gather then.
Yeah. Why don't we just go for a walkabout over the next 24 hours? Have a few strolls by and see what kind of security measures they have in place.
Sure. And I think we should both do that.
All right, so you two do that. I'll just talk some people up and see if they happen to spill what some of the security measures are.
All right. So let's go gather intel.
Yeah. So you guys can go first.
Grit and Persor, you're just taking a walk down there, right?
Yeah. Assumingly, I'm trying to survey the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we're gonna dress like railway workers and pretend that we work there. You grab something heavy and walk around with it with an angry look on your face. And pretend you work there, and we just do like you said, do a walk around. Well, how big is the building? Is it 3 stories, 4 stories, made of concrete, brick, electric fence, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
We do during the day, so we won't know what night security is like. But hey, let's go do it.
Yeah. So with those outfits and everything else, no one pays you 2 minds at first. Like, you're not in public area per se, but there's enough workers in that working around, following directions, moving stuff, that as long as something's in your hands, no one's going to question unless they need a hand with something. Mm-hmm. So you make your way down there, avoiding getting on the rails or touching any of the electrified walls around it. And following the directions. What's that?
I said you don't do that twice.
Yep. You go past the Ministry of Preservation. And below them are a couple other warehouses that are kind of unmarked.
So help me out here. What is the Ministry of Preservation?
That is a good question. As far as I can tell, they are a group in charge of keeping preservatives and stuff that spoil and
No,
stuff like that cold.
Yeah, well, they're in charge of all the disbursement of food and vital resources in the city.
Mhm.
It's it's a seriously big governmental faction.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
They're in charge of overseeing transport as well.
Now,
Oh.
that place looks like it has a lot of security.
Yeah,
Right.
those warehouses.
Okay.
You can see a few blue coats even stationed around it, talking, chatting up, not really too focused on it, but doing their rounds and that. And down at this lower warehouse, around each of them is a pretty simple fence, maybe 10 feet high, no barbed wiring at the top. The buildings are maybe 30 feet up, about 3 stories is worth. From the windows, you can tell it's maybe 2 stories. There's the odd worker you see out there. There's a couple guys just watching the front, hanging out. They look like just labor hands. And they kind of tip their hat when they see us and go back to their conversation. It doesn't look like there's a lot of security, but there's a little bit. Did you want to give a survey to try and get more detail?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Now, you each rolling survey, or you... Go ahead.
Grant, what's your survey?